we carried on, forgot where we came from. We waste.
We just stopped off in this Casbah, which is now a museum. We had a great time trying to work out what the guide was telling us because he spoke only French.
We both wait for common ground to walk on. It's sinking all around us now till we find ourselves.
There's an underwater passage that runs along here and all of these wells that tap down into it.
Lines and lies we sang alone, our voices travel all along these halls.
Our guide just went down the well and he's going to come out about 3 wells down that way.
Straight into the dawn, words have left us all alone. We cut and paste. We both wait for common ground to walk on.
We just spent the night in this hotel on the other side of the creek here in the heart of Todra Gorge. The drive into the gorge is quite impressive. There's just enough room for the road and the creek and not much more on the way in. Some beautiful ruins in the middle of this town that if they were anywhere else they'd be a major attraction, but here they're just crumbling.
We're currently driving to Dada's Gorge, and there's this beautiful deep red rock and interesting formations, and it contrasts very well with the green vegetation down in the valley.
As we've been driving along, we keep seeing these mounds of dirt on the side of the road. It turns out they're there to stop you from driving off this edge of the road where it's collapsed. This is our second night at the foot of the Atlas Mountains without heating, and it's pretty chilly. This morning we parked the car up on the road and walked through this beautiful valley next to the creek to arrive at this ruined Casbah here. There are these small irrigation channels that run from the main river, and we've just watched a boy cut away at part of the earth to flood one of these fields.
Till we find ourselves.
As we're driving along, we're noticing a really strong wind coming down from the high Atlas Mountains.
I can't open up that door, cause it hurts too bad. Oh, my heart's still wounded and sore. It needs time to heal, and each time you come around it's cut open.
This Casbah is famous because it was used on the Moroccan 50 dirham note.
But I'm not strong enough to.
We just did a tour of this Casbah and the guide showed us all of these interesting bits of equipment that people used, including this lock mechanism that was really fascinating.
Yes, this is the key, which looks like a toothbrush. We enter the key, we push up to open like that.
This is an olive press. And put olives in these baskets here, and then wind the thing so the wood goes down and pushes down the olives. The olive oil would come out into this receptacle.
Well, I guess that's just the way love goes.
Inside the defensive towers they have these holes here where they could look out and see intruders coming in.
You don't misunderstand.
They used to keep bees and produce honey in the Casbah walls. So in here the bees would live, and you can see they could come and go through these holes, and then the people could actually open up and get the honey out.
Don't have enough hearts to play your silly.
I just got pulled up by the police for overtaking on an unbroken white line in the middle of the road. The policeman asked me in French, "Is this your first time in Morocco?" And I was like, "Yes." And then he said, "Do you like Morocco?" And I said, "Morocco is très bon, very good." And so he reduced that fine from 400 to 200 dirham.
We're in the town of Eight Banhadu, which has been used to make a bunch of Hollywood films, one of which is Gladiator, and the arena where he trained out in the desert was set up just here, and then we've got the nice town as a backdrop.
Wishing I could take it back.
Today we're going to cross back over the mountains and back to Marrakesh.
make that mistake again. Oh,
Today we've seen a lot of people selling fossils and ceramics by the side of the road.
oh, how I wish that
We're currently crossing through the Tizian-Tichka Pass through the Atlas Mountains. You can see the road snaking down below me. Every so often we're passing these stalls on the side of the road. It's a pretty remote, impressive location to have a shop.
I'm still a bit mad, and oh, well, I guess that's just the way love goes. Just the way love goes.
After being on the road for a week, it was nice to stop in Marrakesh for a few days. We had a nice hotel to stay in too.
Jardinero, ven.
You can hear the call to prayer pretty loud up here.
Jardinero, por favor, hoy quiero saber qué es lo que ha pasado con esa preciosa flor, flor exquisita, porque te has marchado. Ay, qué tristeza, ay, qué dolor, jardinero de amor.
This is Dejena Alfana, and it's the main square of Marrakesh. The place is chaotic, there's all sorts of stuff going on. There are snake charmers and apes, there's also food stalls and shops, as well as henna, acrobats, musicians, drummers, all sorts of things going on. It's fantastic, but you have to be careful as well, because otherwise you may just end up with a snake around your neck.
¿Qué ha pasado con mi linda Valeria, la flor del Edén? Yo que la cuidaba, le daba cariño, fertilizante y sobre todo amor. Si la has visto por ahí, dile que no la odio, no soy rencoroso y le deseo felicidad.
Marrakesh doesn't have a lot of formal sites, but we're inside one of them at the moment, which is the Bahia Palace. It's quite impressive, and at the moment it's also got some modern art exhibition inside it, such as this one here behind me of Cardors.
No me responde, pero muchacha, yo no sé dónde te escondes. Lo tuyo conmigo fue una comedia. Jardinero, dime.
This is the Jardin Majorelle, which was a garden that was given to the city of Marrakesh by Yves Saint Laurent. He used to live in that villa just back there. It's a fantastic garden with a huge diversity of different plants and these wonderful bold colours everywhere.
We're in the Cyber Park in Marrakesh. It's quite a modern park and it has free internet access. It's also got this Earth from the Air exhibit, which we've seen before in London, but it's quite interesting to see again.
Amazing here in Marrakesh just how many different types of transport share the road. Buses, cars, bikes, mopeds, donkeys, horses.
Empeñado en buscarte.
My hair's getting a bit long, so I'm going to get a Moroccan haircut. Well, it went quite well. The guy didn't speak any English, so I pointed at one of the pictures on the wall and he gave me this haircut.
Tambora marengue, sala que va. Adiós Valeria, que te vaya bien.
The food stores here are set up every evening and we're seeing them all being carted in right now.